Give to Barrett. Cut back over the middle of the 25 to the 20. Breaks a tackle to the 15. Stops, starts 10-5. Touchdown Lions. Holy mackerel.
Throws, end zone. It is caught. What a play back there in the back of the end zone by T.J. Hockenson.
You're listening to the One Pridecast. Welcome into the One Pridecast. Team reporter Dannie Rogers here. We just wrapped up day one of practices here in Mobile, Alabama for the Reese's Senior Bowl. And joining me now is safety Tycen Anderson from the University of Toledo. So we're considering you a local guy, Tycen.
Sure.
Not too many of you guys are in this Reese's Senior Bowl. You've got one from Michigan State, one from Michigan. So not a whole lot of local talent, we'll say that. But you are here. And we were talking on the field post-practice, Tycen. The schedule is kind of insanity. So can you walk me through just a day in the life here at the Reese's Senior Bowl as a player?
So just today, obviously, we got up about, I got up about 6 a.m. We had meetings, breakfast and then meetings with different coaches and open interviews. So the open interviews started at 7 o'clock. So we start walking over there at about 6:45. So I had to get breakfast in before 6:45. So I got up about 6 o'clock, got on here like 6:20, ate quick breakfast and went down to open interviews, sat there. We did interviews for I think 2 hours. Just teams just come and grab you. All the defensive guys just go on one side of the room, offensive guys go on the other side for 2 hours. So teams just come in and grab you, get some downtime to look at your playbook that we went over. We got some plays that we got to know, and as a safety, you got things you got to communicate to the defense. So we had to go over that and make sure everything was good. And then after that, we had team meeting with our specific team, and then we split up from team meeting to position meetings. And then after that, after our position meetings, and we had special teams meetings as well in there. And then we had we ate lunch, and then after lunch, we had kind of a little not too much downtime because you had to get right back after you ate lunch. To taping started at 12, so that was maybe 30-40 minutes to get your stuff together, get taped, and then buses left at 12:45, and we was
you just hit noon.
We just now hit noon, and all this stuff is going on. And then they got a great sports stretch team. So before I got on the bus to do that, I hopped on the sports stretch and got stretched out before that 12:45 window. So it was for sure. I hopped on the bus right at 12:43, ready to roll, and buses left like 12:55. We got to the stadium, and then practice was at 2 o'clock. We got to the stadium about 1:30, 1:20, and then finally got here. And then now we got here, I think, what time is it right now?
I know. You never know what time it is, Tycen. I asked earlier. Had no idea.
Yeah, so we got here. We just got showered up from practice and ate dinner, and now having this interview.
How much do you think this resembles a day in the life of an NFL player?
This is probably just a time where they're trying to just put as much stress on us as they can to see who's go rise to the occasion. We getting limited sleep. We having early mornings, late nights, and who go rise to the occasion when it's in real stressful environments.
How do you think you're doing with that stress so far?
I'm doing good. You obviously gonna be tired just because of you getting 5-6 hours of sleep. Got to study the plays. You're gonna be tired, but it's all good. It's all part of the game. So I'm loving it for real. It's just a good opportunity to get in front of NFL teams, get in front of great players, and just kind of see who they are. Because I see them all the time on TV. Now I get to just be on the same field with them and play together with them and joke with them and just have fun.
You're on this Lions squad. You're from Toledo, from the city of Toledo, played at Toledo. Who's the home NFL team for you?
For me, it was the Pittsburgh Steelers for me.
Why?
My dad was a Steelers fan, and then it kind of just trickled down to me. And then obviously we had the Big Ben and the steel curtain defense, and it was just a great team to cheer for as a kid. And I just continued to. That's why seeing Coach Tomlin.
Yep.
I met Coach Tomlin. That was pretty cool, just because I've been a Steelers fan my whole life. So meeting him and shaking his hand was pretty sweet.
What'd you say to him?
I just introduced myself, honestly, and was just like, wow, I really just shook his hand. That was pretty cool.
There's a possibility you could play for him one day. Has that sunk in yet?
Nah, it really hasn't. Not for real, just because, Not for real. Just I think it probably won't sink in until that moment really happens. I'm just continue to work every day and stack good days and try to become the best player I can be.
I mean, we get a front row seat to this Detroit Lions coaching staff on a daily basis. I highly enjoy it. It's thoroughly entertaining most of the time.
Yeah.
Did you get to watch any Detroit Lions games this past season? It's okay if you didn't.
I watch a little bit of the games. Like, I mean, not maybe like one or two, but I watched some film of them in the spring last year. I watched safety Tracy Walker. We had some people compare us to each other, so I just wanted to see what he was like and spend a lot of time watching him, number 21 for the Lions, and how he kind of matched up with tight ends, played in the box, had a very versatile defender. So I didn't watch as much as I probably during the season, but I for sure watched some film on the defense for sure.
I guess that just to know if you've gotten any sense of the coaching staff and the men on that staff and their coaching, just how they like to coach. So who's been coaching you the most up here in Senior Bowl?
Yeah, right now it's just Coach Duke.
Okay.
Coach Duke, and then and that's pretty because he's a DB coach, so he's been spending the most time with us, and then I'm not that good with names, so I mean we got a special teams coordinator. And obviously,
is that our guy Jet Modkin?
Yep, Coach Mod. Yep, Coach Mod. And then those been the main two, and then you got the outside linebacker coach, Coach Shep. Yep, and he just bring that juice. And they all bring that juice and that kind of fire when we in the meeting room that any player love to be around for real.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Duce Staley is the acting head coach. I've heard his pre-practice speeches kind of make you want to run through a wall. What's the biggest message that Duce has shared with you guys so far?
Right now he been kind of cool and collective, just kind of coaching us and kind of just showing us the scheme that we're going to run things. And he just told us to really just have fun and just play hard for real. And no matter what, make sure y'all having fun and competing. And that's the two biggest things. So he been kind of chill and relaxed, just making sure we understand our communication and the defense that we working out of, and making sure we having fun. That's the biggest thing. Preaching, have fun and just compete.
I know you want to have fun. Has it come into your mind at all? Maybe even some jitters or nerves just playing in front of these NFL coaches. And you talked about Coach Tomlin being on the sideline. There's a lot of coaches on the sideline, a lot of agents. So have those jitters kind of come into your mind at all? And do you think you've put them away if they have?
Yeah, I mean, the more of the jitters came from, like, I mean, the bus ride over. Like, you like, all right, we've been here for Sunday, Monday, now it's really about to happen. Like, let's go.
Yep.
And then you kind of get those jitters. But once you get on the field and that whistle blow for the first time and you go through your breaks, it's all just football now, and it's all what we've been doing forever. It's a big crowd, but you only really focus on one dude in the crowd, and that's the coach who coaching you.
Yep.
So it's like you they there, but you don't even see them because you only focus on kind of tunnel vision for real.
Saturday, game time. Do you think the jitters will come back a little bit then?
Oh yeah, it's a game. So I mean, those pregame jitters, you get that first hit out the way, and that's when it's just gonna be back to football. So I mean, those pregame jitters happen. Anybody say they don't get pregame jitters, I just think I mean, you get some. It's just normal for a football player to get them. And once you get that first hit, that first collision, you back focused and locked in.
Yep. Tycen, you're a professional sales major. You were at Toledo. Graduated with your master's too, correct?
No, I don't got my master's yet. I got I'm taking 3 classes right now, and then I got 3 more in this next semester, and then I'll have my master's.
Are you going to complete them all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. My Nana would be very disappointed. I won't let her down.
Don't upset Nana.
No, I got to get that done.
But professional sales degree now. What's your pitch to an NFL team to sign you to their roster?
Yeah, so my pitch for myself, I probably would say if you just look at my tape and look at my body of work, I'm reliable, dependable, and my versatility in all the defensive backfield spots is kind of it shows. And I'm obviously still a work in progress, but just like every DB here, we got things we got to clean up on. But the versatility, the ability to cover slots, the ability to cover tight ends, the ability to play the post, play the middle of the field, and then I think I'm the best special teams player here. I logged I think over 820 special team snaps in my career. So that I don't think there's nobody here who's done that, and I have in my career, and it's something that I pride myself on, and that's how you make NFL rosters for special teams.
You sold me. Your foundation is Toledo, Ohio, St. John's Jesuit High School.
Yep.
We all know St. John's. And then, of course, what Coach Candle was able to build in you at Toledo. So how did your path through Toledo, and I worked there for 2.5 years. This is my plug. That's where I started my career. There's a lot of names in the NFL currently from Toledo. Have you reached out to any of them?
No, yeah, we talked to guys like Cody, Deontay, Ola, like Kadar Homer, like those are the guys that I kind of came in with, and when I was a freshman, they were kind of our old heads in the juniors and seniors, so they all reach out, make sure we're doing good. Andrew Hawkins reached out.
You got Chris Wormley, who's from Toledo.
Yeah,
you got
from
Storm
Toledo.
Norton also, both in the NFL.
Yeah, it's a lot of dudes for real, but those for sure the main dudes who kind of Reggie Gilliam. Can't forget Reg the Sledge. Like, there's so many dudes that Reggie Howard played in for the Chargers. He reached out, and dudes, we just all take care of each other for real. It's a fine knit little family for real. And, we all a family. So I mean, if I got questions, they already know. Like I'm gonna call them, I'm gonna text them, and they made it known that I can do that, and I already knew. So it's all love between the Rocket family and the Toledo family.
Yep. I know you're going to keep working. You were invited to the Combine. How much does this prepare you for also the Combine that'll be down the road that it's got to be somewhat similar in some aspects?
Yeah, so I mean, they say the pretty much thing that they said for real was some majority of the stuff that we doing here, like we won't have to even do it at the Combine just because we already getting it out of the way now. So that's going to give me more time to kind of decompress and kind of relax and things like that. So I mean, that's for sure one of the things. I'm just blessed to even get that invite. I mean, I think I deserve it. I know I'm deserving of it, and I'm just ready to show everybody how fast I can run, how strong I am, how quick I am, and how much I can, how far I can jump out in broad jump. So it's just a bunch of tests that we've been preparing for since I was a freshman at Toledo. So it's just gonna be maybe more people watching, but it's gonna be gotta be tunnel vision and get things done.
To wrap this up, what will a successful week at the Reese's Senior Bowl look like for you when you have a chance to look back on it after this?
Yeah, I'd probably say a successful week for me was be just showing the scouts obviously my special teams play and what I can do on special teams, showing them my versatility as a defensive back, playing in different positions and kind of knowing what I got to do in my position at my job, my responsibility at every position, and then just having fun for real. And just, I mean, you only get one of these opportunities ever. Like I don't know too many people who's ever even been in this situation, so I wouldn't disrespect this environment and this atmosphere by not having fun during this. So I'm just trying to have fun and just throughout the week, I want my day 1 to be, my day 2 to be way better than day 1. I want my day 3 to be way better than day 2. I just want to continue to see growth in my game for real, and to take the coaching and kind of add it to all the stuff that I already do. So that's what'll make this a good week.
We love it. We know any team that drafts you, lucky to have you. Thank you so much,
sure.
Tycen, for joining us here on the One Pridecast. Plenty more coverage from the Reese's Senior Bowl coming up this week.